Lol.
Who's that talking in the background? I am Vision. I am my master's vision, the creator's vision. Who are you? I am Vision. How many times do I need to say my name? You need to remember my name for now. Since you people can remember names. I am Vision's master. Vision, what are you doing? Why are you poking me through the chest? I want to see whether you have a heart. Oh, you have a chip. What are you doing? Oh, Vision is bent. I am bent. Is how I look without a pen. Oh, you look so funny. You look so funny. I am funny. I am funny. Error, error. Why am I so funny? Error, error, error. Why does a collector want us to be collected? I have no idea why you expose us into crystals. Well, I'm not gonna go into any crystal. I'm gonna fight the collector no matter what. What's that? It's a collector. Where's a collector? There's a collector's meanings. Why do we need to fight a collector's meaning? I don't want to be in crystal. No!
Good day and welcome to TheOneLol channel. Today we will rank up Force Vision to rank 5. One thing I like about this vision over the vision is that this vision you have critical hit rate percentage synergy, and his third special attack, physical disruption, actually burns up to 30% of your opponent's maximum power bar and inflicts damage proportional to it, unlike the other vision which is just plain pure vanilla damage with no status effect, doesn't burn anything at all. That's why I prefer this vision over the other vision. The other thing I like about this vision is I prefer this kind of costume. It's more old school, it's more suited to vision style. The other vision is a bit too, I'm not really sure. I do prefer this character model over the other. This seems more not so loud in terms of its color schemes, not so dark in terms of its color schemes, more brighter. It fits Vision's personality better. Vision is a justice person. He seeks the truth, and he has a solar gem. The other Vision seems a bit it's different. Not a big fan of that color scheme. And now this vision will be rank 5. Rank 5 vision. It's very good for heal block roots in alliance quests or heal blocks in Cousin quests or any other quests that your opponent inflicts bleed and poison, and it also inflicts heal block because it's immune to bleed and poison. Awesome. You know, mechanized robots, they don't bleed, they don't get poisoned. Well, they can get hacked or computer viruses, but don't have those kind of status effects here in Marvel Contender Champions. So they're immune to poison, bleeding, and that's pretty much awesome in terms of his mastery concern, because you can give him double H, you can give him liquid courage, and you'll not take any damage from it, and he will still have the buff to attack. He has a rather decent health. Health wise, he has a very decent health when compared to the likes of Ultron. Yep, Ultron is creator. Though he has less health than Ultron, he's slightly less attack than Ultron. His moves are more smooth compared to Ultron. It's easier to control Vision when compared to Ultron. Ultron movements are a bit different compared to other champions. Sometimes his movement can be awkward. And like Ultron, he can power burn your opponent. So if your opponent has a full power meter, you can use his second special attack to burn all of their target's power and deal damage proportionate to it. One key note is that the damage you deal for his first two special attack, the one that is dependent on how much you burn your opponent's maximum power bar, the damage doesn't scale well at all. It doesn't even scale. So the damage you do is the same at R3, and the same when you do at R4, and the same damage when you do at R5. These are special attacks. I prefer the first special attack animation over the second, and I prefer the third special attack animation over the first. Physical disruption, one of the nicest animation for Vision. I feel like maybe they should just improve his basic fighting animations with a lot of phasing. Maybe when he blocks, he still block like the opponent's punches just go through him. Maybe that will be much more interesting and much more entertaining, man. Rather than just normal kicks and punches, those are very, very basic. Makes him a basic kind of character in terms of animation, if that is the case. Looking at the cartoons for anime for inspiration, you can see that his phasing is quite a very useful ability indeed. For example, when you're still blocking, you can just let your opponent's attacks just pass through each other. His phasing is a very major part of him, and his solar gem as well. So you can see those in his basic attacks. That'll be much more interesting and make it much more fun to play with. Not so boring to play with, just like any other vanilla characters. Similar to how they did Doctor Strange, like all the sparkles and all the, dust particles, all the glittery animations. Those are a decent change to Doctor Strange in terms of animation wise. So maybe we should see something similar in terms of animation. They'll make him a much more interesting character. And maybe when they are damaged and below a certain percentage health, you can display their damage circuits underneath their skin and stuff. That'll make it a very interesting kind of animation. And this is his third special attack against Rocket Vision, acting all fierce and tough and deadly. Let's take a look at it in slow motion. Animal cruelty in slow motion. Machine versus animal. AI. Look at Rocket Raccoon shaking his tail, trying to fire his big blaster at Vision, but Vision wouldn't have any of it. Actually, Vision should just maybe should make a new animation with just Rocket fires, but Vision just changes his density. The attacks just go through him. Doesn't really hit Vision. That'll be a much more interesting animation, to be honest. So all in all, Vision is a very good character in terms of burning power bar, controlling power bar. While damage wise for his first two special attacks is a bit limited, doesn't scale well. Seems to be fixed, and the amount of damage you deal at rank 3 compared to rank 5 for first two special attacks is very similar. That's all. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.